And welcome to the Deepest Talks podcast. This is our first episode. Got myself Ganeshan, aka Gunny, and Dev, and our special guest Pooja. I'm there, and we've got a banging episode for you today. Topic of social media and its perception.
Yes,
social media. Far out. And then what a better episode to start off with social media than with our new podcast as well. Well, fucking hell, I don't know. What social media do you use?
so I mainly use Insta. You know, I use Twitter as well, mainly for crypto. Well, I'm not really into that anymore. And I use a lot of TikTok. TikTok just takes everything away from me.
I mean, yeah, TikTok's the one for me as well. Fucking ever since I started TikTok, the grind on that was insane.
Yeah,
I'm just constantly on it, video after video, right? You don't know, you don't realize the time going away.
You don't even realize you're on it sometimes.
Literally, far out. It's for me. It's TikTok, Insta. I don't really use Facebook. I don't know. I don't think anyone really uses Facebook anymore, apart from news. But even that, TikTok's kind of taking over for me.
Yeah. Wait, what do you use?
Insta. I think Insta's the main one, probably because I'm a girl. But yeah, Insta. TikTok is definitely one. I had it, like you said, wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I deleted it after that because I was like, I'm not doing this. But when I got off TikTok, I then got addicted to Insta because I was like, oh, I need something to just keep watching.
Yeah.
And then.
So are you on the Insta Reels, like the
the
Reels part of it?
Reels. I'm on top of the Reels.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job, in my opinion.
So you think it's better than the TikTok?
It's not better. Like, I know if I was to go on TikTok, their content and the quality is better.
Yeah.
But if I'm on Insta, it's like I'm just working with it because that's all I've got. Because I'm literally wiring my brain not to go on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. TikTok's taken over for me.
It's very addictive.
It's very addictive. But that's the thing. I think that Insta Reels does the same thing as well. Same with like YouTube Shorts. I feel like they're just, they're competing against TikTok now. But I feel like that has the same effect whether you're on TikTok or Insta. Your content is very similar that you watch because of your personality and the stuff that you do. But yeah, I don't know about that.
If you set yourself like a challenge where you're like, okay, I'm going to just delete TikTok.
Yeah.
You'll see yourself leaning more on Instagram and then you'll somehow just adapt to it.
But isn't that just as bad though? Wouldn't you say? Because you just,
it is.
You're just transferring the problem.
Yeah, but imagine having more than one option. Do you know what I mean?
It's I'm not going to drink anymore. Just whiskey, I'll drink beer, soju and all that.
It's exactly that's
the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Honestly, far out. It's so addictive. But I know that's what we're going to promote this podcast mainly. Dev's in charge of the TikTok reels. So if it's shit, blame him, not me.
Blame me.
Fucking, I'm just editing the video.
Yeah.
That should be good. But I think we should jump straight into the questions of what we've got to talk about because I think this is a big topic. We've got our social media expert Pooja online.
No, I've got 100 followers. That is not. No,
you have 100. I have 50. This guy's got
I've got
150.
150.
You've
got more than me.
No, but I literally asked him, I'm like, okay, so clearly one of us is a social butterfly. He's like, no, he's got 70, I've got 50. I'm like, you need someone with more than 1,000 followers on this podcast.
That's true, but I think it's
still a good topic we can talk about because we're young.
Yeah, no, the thing is, it's this brings into my first point. It's what's the point of having 1,000 followers regardless anyway? If you're not not like an influencer or you're not like a social media star, what is honestly the point of having a 10,000 followers, 1,000 followers on there? You don't talk to every one of those people.
No.
They don't really care about your life. You're just kind of showing off, to be honest.
Exactly.
Because I had quite a bit of followers before, 200-300, which is not a lot for some people.
Yeah, I looked today and I was like, fuck, he's got 70 now.
I've got 70 and it was 50 before, apart from when I went to camp with all the first years and then they all added me after that. I'm like, I don't really want to add these guys
you
because
don't know them,
I don't really know them. I was enjoying the time with camp, but after that, I'm never going to see them again. So it's what's the point? And I only have 50 followers because even in that 50, I talked to a couple of people and they're the only really ones that I want to share what I do with on a daily basis. That's what I have Insta for. And I've got the full Insta highlights, the vibes. This guy, I started taking photos of food and stuff, and this guy's shitting on me now.
Yeah, I just make fun of you.
Wait, so you think I'm flexing? That's not flexing. That's
that is not flexing. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about the watch poses. Look at me. I am so hot. Look at this watch. You're highlighting something, right? That's why I think that's flexing. But why do you think people flex on social media?
Why can't you though?
I just think you're just showing off then if you're just flexing. Honestly. And I'm just calling you out here.
But I think you got to understand, if you put effort into looking good and you've let's say, if I've dressed up or I'm looking good today, I want people to know that I'm looking good. I don't want to just validate myself. Not that it's like I need external validation.
Yeah.
But like if I look good, that's like money, time, effort, everything.
That's true. You put
know
money in. Your hard-earned money.
Even think
into
about
looking
gym.
good.
You're putting hours in. There's so much to it, and not showing that off to anyone. You're just wasting your time.
Yeah, I get that point, but I still feel that it's flexing is just showing off, right? Me personally, I rather like just be more private. Like, but like the photos that I would kind of share on my social media is mainly just like photos with people and stuff. But okay. I wouldn't. Flex.
So let's say you finally achieved your goal where you've got 6-pack abs. What are you gonna do? Sit at home?
How far are you weighed now?
What are you gonna do? Like,
at most, I would post a story. I wouldn't post about it.
Yeah, see, I've never posted a gym photo.
Okay, not even gym, like, or even if like you've dressed up or you've
I always, I'm always there. Like, I'm on Insta, like fucking on my story mainly.
Yeah.
Because I've got like a vibes highlight, which I just add everything on, like of what happens throughout. And like, if I dress nice or I go to a club, I'm going to post that and I'm going to highlight that because like, it's a highlight in my life. So I'm like, why not? Why not share it with the people that I know?
Yeah, you know I just like more authentic posts. Like for example, there's a picture of me.
You're saying that's not authentic, bitch?
No, that is authentic. No.
This guy's trying to call me out. What the fuck?
No.
Yeah.
But like more, like for instance, like when we went to Black Party, right?
Yeah.
There's a photo of us three. I posted that. Like, that's like to me, I feel like that's authentic. I had a good time with you guys, and I'm just sharing it, right?
Okay, I guess what you're saying is you don't like it when someone posts something, but in reality they're a completely different person.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Okay,
because social media, like I was telling Dave this before, I was like, it is a brand, in my opinion. Like you've kind of created your own aesthetic, or like whatever you want to call it. Especially like girls that I know, they all have like their own. Like one girl's a fun, bubbly, loving girl. One's like very, posts once a month, exclusive.
Damn.
Like they've got that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But then when you meet them in real life, they don't talk shit. Like you're just like, dude, you're not even that fun. Like whatever, like no one cares. But like, or even when you create conversation with them, we're like, oh, okay, like
they're boring.
You're boring, or you're not as interesting as you
posted out. Yeah,
so I do get that because I think the captions that some people use.
Yeah.
Like today,
the ones that do that
than before, and you're like, dude, it's just another day. Like you went therapy, great, that's fine, but it's not. I get it. I think that's what Dave doesn't like, and same goes for me. I think when you're not authentic, like if you've got social media and you're working out, you're looking good, you're going out, show it, because that's literally what you are doing, right? But if you weren't going out and you're at home taking clicks, like I'd be like, this guy doesn't even go anywhere. He's literally just like.
Like you're not gonna exactly stay at home and just post a photo of you sleeping in bed like that.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like exactly. Some people dress up and then they look so fun and outgoing. Oh, okay. But when like you meet them, they're very introverted. And you're like, dude, apparently you're everywhere, but clearly you're not.
You're just boring in real life.
Exactly.
Wait, so okay, so you call me out just now. How far off Insta do I look, like in terms of authenticity? Am I the same person you see on Insta? You're my mate, so like you might.
I need to look at your Insta
right now. He needs to see my Insta. He doesn't even follow me. But you're pulling it up right now.
I'm just, I need to validate it properly.
But you used to post a lot as well, though.
I used to.
Yeah.
Then I became a changed man. Because I was like, what am I doing? Because I really thought about why am I posting this, right? Yeah. And it was like, I want to show people. And I was like, I didn't care about most of these people on social media. But like, that's the issue I have. Like, for instance, like, I wish I just had followers that I care about, but I can't just start unfollowing people.
That's what I did. Fuck them.
Okay, good job.
But when you
you just said you didn't care about external validation, bro. So unfollow them.
Yeah, true. But there will be a lot of people I'd be unfollowing. Like legit, the only ones I would keep are like,
bro, they're not gonna even notice, 50. Man. Most people won't even notice.
But then sometimes,
Yeah, I get the people that look through their followers.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, bro. Your one is definitely authentic.
Exactly, dude. Mine is me. This is me.
But there was one thing I saw.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna watch. Why not?
You look nice. Dude, that's a pose. That's a pose. What are you gonna do in a photo? Just like fucking like with your arms flaying in the air.
Like you're highlighting something.
Yes,
like,
of course. You're
flexing.
You gotta flex the watch on the podcast.
You're doing it right now.
Of course. It's a nice watch. You wear it to look nice. Yeah,
you wear it to look nice. I agree. But like flexing.
I get what you mean.
I know what you mean. But like that's the equivalent of like people putting makeup on and taking a photo as well. You look nice. You want to put a photo out. And you look good. You dress up, you look nice,
That's a guy's way of accessorizing.
Rings, necklaces, nice shirt, on the club, casino.
But some people, they play this subtle showing off. It's like, they'll be wearing like a Gucci bag, right? But it's like, they're just wearing it.
Yeah, but is it real or fake? Though?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like if someone's just flexing brands, they're very poor. Like because
They're very poor.
No, like a rich person would never flex. They
because
don't have time to flex.
Exactly.
And I feel like when people do it, I'm like, oh, here we go. We know what you're
You know.
trying to promote here. But
it's very true. Yeah, rich people like they have so much of that stuff they just don't care about promoting to other people.
I feel like rich people are smart with their money. Like realistically speaking, they're like, why would I spend that much money for a stupid ass wallet? Like they don't need it. But I get what you mean. No. But I think branding 100%. Like it's your own brand. I think.
Well, Dave, if you want to become a social media star on this podcast, you're gonna have to create your own brand as well.
Yeah, like what's your
unfortunately.
Exactly. And unfortunately.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because I just want to be a bit private, me personally.
What the fuck?
Okay, what about those
the whole
people?
Purpose of this thing.
How about like public?
Fucking retard.
Yeah, the podcast is not public.
I want to be more private in my life, so I will start a podcast and create a TikTok for it.
No, but like my personal profile.
But you can
I would want that to be private, but I know it would be.
I know what you mean.
Like
You don't want to share your girlfriend.
You
or
can
like
do that. You can have like
life on it.
There are public figures, and then they also have a private account. Like we've got people. That,
public pages and then private pages.
And they've also got like haha _priv. Like okay, this person's private.
Yeah.
But
that's very true.
But if you could name one thing that you hate most about social media, what would it be?
Filters.
Filters.
As
for
in
girls.
As in
I
like
think.
makeup, like the filter, like
I
to make
think
it
like
look nicer, or
filters has definitely like, because I know one girl made a really good video about it, but I think for girls especially, like most photos you see are probably filtered. Guys can't tell. And I remember
generally,
like
I think we can tell.
Catfish.
No, honestly, like I did like Snapchat filters especially are really realistic.
Yeah.
And all my photos.
See, that's the thing. I've wired my brain to look at images like that and be like, until I see you in person, I'm not going to believe you look like that.
You're never going to believe it. Yeah, 100%.
Like, your personality could be trash and you probably could look trash in person as well. So I'm not taking any chances. Especially when you're on like Tinder, bro. You see these girls like,
they look good, but you
they
don't know
look
what
good,
they look
but
like
I see in real life.
Yeah,
exactly.
No.
I wouldn't say I hate it. Like I love it because I'm like, at least I can look good on social media. But like, it's like, I feel like it depends on what filter you choose. Like if you're choosing a filter that's like literally changing your whole face, then that's just stupid. But there are some filters where it just like makes you look more like cleaner and just
but see, that's so interesting. Like you need makeup and then filters as well.
I know, right?
But
it's like overkill.
Like the camera doesn't capture some of the stuff. Like what like sometimes like it's like, okay, if you're not photogenic, I think filters does you justice.
Right.
And
That's
like for instance, like
fair.
me and like one of my friends, we're both like, if you see real photos of us, no, like anyone would just take that away from me. But when we have filters, it's like, okay, this is what I look like. At least we've convinced ourselves that that's what we look like. Because because I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're like, that's so sad. But like,
It is pretty sad.
It is.
but that's why,
pretty sad.
going back to the point, right? What do you hate? That's what I hate about social media. I think filters has kind of changed the way we think beauty is, and you don't really realize.
That's true. No, it has skewed perception
because it's
of beauty.
so like, if you don't have a filter, you kind of don't want to post. Like even with my friends, we went out last night and every photo we took was filtered.
Yeah.
And then we just did it. We're like, if we didn't put the filter, bro, put the filter on. We're like, no, like that's not the photo I want. So it's like,
I get what you mean.
And I'm like, that's so bad how like it has to be filtered.
Just like on autopilot, like
it's autopilot at this point. And I think it's definitely like.
The thing is, I can actually relate with that, and I actually agree, because the same thing when I do gym story highlights and stuff. My gym story highlights are now edited as well.
Yeah.
To the point where they have like a shadowing filter so you can see the lines and the abs more clearer. Because if you're on natural lighting, you don't look as good as if when you're edited and you look tensed up and everything. I kind of agree with that. That it has skewed the perception of beauty and realisticness of people to a certain extent.
For guys, in more specific, it's like if you look through like Instagram or TikTok, you just see these ripped guys, but they actually like edit it fully.
Oh, bro,
And
right?
the
There was a whole
lighting.
drama
Like,
about that as well.
You end up
like
getting like unrealistic expectations, which isn't ideal.
Yeah.
But
That's true. What's yours? What do you say you hate?
For me, it's just time, right? Because like I feel like TikTok, right? Like I don't realize that I just end up spending 2 hours, and it's like, fuck.
See, I can't spend 2 hours. Mine is like 5-minute breaks, and then I'm on it constantly, like 5 minutes every now and then. But I can't go 2 hours on TikToks.
I've done 2 hours, but like usually it could be like let's say I finish work, I'm really like dead fucking tired. So then I'll just be on TikTok.
Okay.
And I'll just be on that for 1 hour and that's like my break.
Yeah.
And it's just like not good.
Okay.
It's like I feel like I lose a lot of time. Like I could have done something else with that time. Yeah. What about for you?
I don't know. I don't know if I really hate social media that much. I think it's pretty all around pretty good to me. Like I know, I don't know. I can sort of tell what's real or what's not real. Or I've trained myself to believe that everything you see on social media is kind of fake to a certain extent.
And I think that's what most people have.
And you need to do that. Otherwise, if you start watching all this stuff or like on you see the photos and the stuff, like you know it's so bullshit and unrealistic. Even when I watch like the fitness guys and I see them all ripped and tense and like, 8% body fat and like shadow effects and everything, I know that's not how you look like in real life. I know you look worse in real life, and not to compare myself to that. So I don't really have any qualms about social media. Probably once our podcast blows up, Dev, if it does, then we'll get death threats of what we say sometimes, and then I'll start to hate it a bit more. But for now, so far it's pretty good. Yeah, I rate it. I'm pretty good with it, I think.
Well, there's things that I obviously like about social media. Like what I would say is like you keep connected with your friends, you share memes, you look at funny content.
Yeah,
like that's what I like most about it. Yeah, that's what it is for me.
I feel like that's why I got on it though. Memes was like my
memes was like
really
yeah.
I just got it because everyone else had it, so it's like fuck, I get Insta.
No,
as well.
I used to be like that. Like I had no social media. Like it got to. I went to uni. People were like, "Oh, so how do we do group assignments?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't have social media." They're like, can you just get it because it will just make our life easier.
Life so much easier.
And I had to get it for that purpose. And like everyone I'm friends with on Facebook, I just like uni group assignments.
How did you communicate with like friends and stuff like that before you had social media?
Like phone number.
Really? You just like text them?
I literally just texted them. Damn. That's it, and that's it.
I feel like from the beginning of time, I've just had Messenger.
Like, and then Messenger kind of came in, and then I went on to Messenger. But you don't need Facebook to have Messenger.
That's true. Yeah.
So
okay, so you didn't have Facebook.
So I didn't need Facebook. I didn't need that stuff. But then
you know what? Throwback though. Sorry to cut you off. It's like I had Viber before that.
Viber,
and then something else. I think it's like
Viber. Yeah, I remember Viber.
Viber, WhatsApp, and I don't know if you know Kik. I think it was Kik.
I remember Kik. Yeah.
It was like back in the day. That's old school, like messaging out, like. And you had to message people, and then everything took over. And then Snapchat came along, and I think that's where I spend most of my time on for a bit. And then Insta, and then I don't use Snapchat that much. Do you guys use Snapchat still?
I use it for memories only.
Memories, yeah, fair.
I use it for the filters.
Oh yes,
because Instagram's filters are horrible, and I think Snapchat does justice. But I also feel like Snapchat is more just for my close friends only. So there's only like 4 or 5 people that I've got it anyway. Yeah. Like I wouldn't add anyone random to it. It's more just like, I think it's quick to use, in my opinion. I like the way it's built.
Yeah, no, I was more on the Snapchat when everyone was on the streaks game and like everyone was trying to get streaks.
I wasn't into that.
I was into that. But then I think it just died down. Yeah. No one used it. It's
I don't know how it died down though. I
don't know. I think everyone just got bored. It was like, how long am I going to keep this streak going on for? Like, I'm going to die with a streak of like 2, 3, 10 years? Like, far out. It's bullcrap.
Like some people just have crazy streaks. I remember I had like something in the 1000s and I was like this. And I used to get really annoyed because you get to a point where it's like you go to bed and you sleep and you're like, did I send the streak?
Yeah. No,
did I send it? And then you get up and you do it and you're like, fuck, I did send it.
No, but the Snapchat, like, so it got so sad to the point where like the streaks would be just a black photo with an S on it. And like, that's the worst. Like when you share something, like, I'd rather share something of what you do in your day or like how you are and stuff like that. But
no, I feel like people just started sending pictures of the wall. Like
like literally just for streaks. And I'm like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what I used streaks for back in that time was also because like just to stay connected to a chick that I'm talking to. So like, fuck, I don't have something to talk to her. Send a streak. It's like keep the streak number going. So I just have a reason to keep sending her a message or talking to her. But
speaking of girls, actually, now
yes, please.
Okay,
here we go.
So do you ever like let's say obviously I'm just gonna come out and say obviously when we have social media, I feel like obviously you add people and you might have a crush in that list of things.
Yeah.
Do you ever like purposely post certain things so they could see it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Do guys do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I used to
and we make sure they see it as well.
How do you make sure?
No, wait, not the post.
Not the post, like a story.
Yeah, but like you just flick up. You got
and then you just like, oh, she saw it.
Yeah, she knows where I'm at. That's the most important thing.
Damn. So a lot of people, like I know girls.
So you can play games that way.
Yeah, I know like my friends were like, oh no, guys don't think about those things. They just go, whip.
Dude.
We'll
call them out. Yeah, I know you guys do.
But if we don't care about you, obviously
you'll
be
go
like,
whoop. Yeah,
we'll just quickly tap through. But like if we do care about you, it's like,
I was like,
And if she does,
and if you don't like a girl, like it's mute stories post. You don't want to see you. We'll just keep you as a follower. But yeah, like if you do genuinely care about her, you have a crush, then you do want to see what she's doing, and like you want her to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get what you're doing.
Yeah. So I swear girls do that as well though. Yeah, you definitely
I
do.
can confirm.
Yeah, exactly.
We all do it. My friend was doing it last night. We're always doing it. We're just like, he needs to see that I'm having a good ass time. And I'm like, no one cares, but they do, but whatever. Like, I think that's what I hate about social media though. It kind of allows you to keep people in your life without directly doing anything about it. Does it make sense?
That's true.
It's like if you have a crush on someone, you're like, oh, they saw my story, I'm satisfied for the day. And you're like, are you serious?
That's
what about
actually
a
such
conversation?
a good point. You know what? That's actually so good. I actually do agree with that. I think social media has ruined conversations.
It's ruined it.
Slightly bit.
Like you can't like if
communicating and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because you're digitally like, hey, I'm there, but I'm not. And it's just like.
I hate reacts.
Reacts? Oh, okay.
Reacts are good when I don't want to talk to someone, but when I want the person to talk to me, I'm
reacts are so hard. And like, if someone reacts to your photo, how are you supposed? Like, even if you like that person, you're like, what do you want me to say? Hey, thanks for reacting. Yeah. Like, how do you start a conversation? Be like, thanks for the love. Really appreciate it.
I do use reacts if I want to DM someone, but like, it's also reacts on Messenger when like they don't want to reply back to someone. You're just like, yeah, so I'll just send this like fucking face emoji. I don't want to speak to you again. But when they do that to me, I'm like, fuck. It's done. It's done out here. It's done. Conversation's done. The game's done.
Yeah.
Gotta move on.
But do you guys seek validation through likes and comments?
Nah. Bro, I have like 50 followers. You can't call me.
Okay, I think, that depends on your following.
Like if you got if you got a public profile and you're like adding random people
you need to
get people to comment on your shit, then I know you're doing it for validation.
But do you have so out of your 70 followers, let's say you were to get 2 likes, that would hurt. Wouldn't it?
Because I remember when I used to post my car on there, I got like 10 likes.
Yeah, but you have 70, right? Like, and that's the thing. Like the ratio is usually.
Oh yeah, the ratio is like but like the thing is, I don't expect people to like my car though. Yeah, like this one, I got like 10 likes on my car.
Yeah.
When I used to have that, that was a.
That's why you have an option to hide your number of likes.
Yeah, and I don't because I could do that actually. Can you do that?
You can do that. I can confirm.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I have I think it is a subtle form of validation. I'm not going to lie. Because sometimes when you put like a really nice like photo of yourself, you're going to get so many likes on that photo. And then you might put another photo another day and you think you're looking like great, but then the number of likes has reduced. And a part of me thinks, oh, okay, why is the public not on my side today? It just kind of like, you get offended.
I think it's it definitely is a subtle form of validation, but I think it's important to not make that your life. If that makes sense.
No.
Like you shouldn't 100%. Care about you care about it in that second or in that minute, and then you should really move on with your life. If you're sitting there thinking, bro, another person liked my photo.
I think people that do that
bad.
are like
that's
pretty,
very bad.
They're probably public. The ones that probably I wouldn't know.
But I was also thinking more in line in terms of like, let's say your crush, you would want them to react. That would give you validation.
But if your crush reacts or comments on your photo, you're in, bro. Like what the fuck? That's pretty. That's very brave.
Not really, because I feel like sometimes, like from my
unless one person thinks you're a friend and the other one doesn't.
That's what I mean, right? And that's the thing. Like you will never know.
You'll never know.
And that's what I hate about social media. Like sometimes I'll be like, dude, he liked your photo. He's totally into you. I'm like, bro, that's like the shittest thing I could go
If
for.
he likes your photo, that doesn't mean jack shit.
Yeah, it's just a like.
Guys like
everything, bro. Like scroll there.
So that's why it's like, and I think that's what it is. Like it's like you can't draw, like you can assume at the end of the day, these are all assumptions.
Yeah.
None of it is a valid fact.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm like, I hate going by, oh, what did my crush do on social media? I don't want to know.
Yeah, no. That I agree with.
Yeah.
But I feel like social media has also fucked up people. Like,
why?
Let's say you're in a relationship and then like someone DMs your girl, right?
Yeah.
Let's say your girl is like attention seeking because like, she seeks validation through likes. She seeks those kind of things. She really cares about her social brand and everything, right? Like, how would you like feel if she was to like reply to a guy to get his validation, even though you're in a relationship?
Bro, that's just sad. Number one, I wouldn't be with a girl.
I was just gonna say, why are you dating her?
Yeah, like that girl just sounds like
sad
a
life.
tool.
Yeah,
literally, like a girl that has to seek validation from others. See, I guess I don't mind if they like reply back to a DM, but like it's not like fucking full on conversation and flirting. I don't even think
replying back is necessary.
You don't need to, yeah.
Because I feel like then the other person's just like, oh my god, she replied. I think it's I think if you're with someone and obviously another guy is trying to hit you up, you just automatically block or decline. You don't. And if she responds, then that speaks.
But if a girl is looking for validation on social media and she's in a relationship with me, like, I would not be dating that.
Yeah,
that's just sad.
That's where you draw the line.
That's sad. If you're seeking validation after that, it's like you are shallow.
But like, let's say you didn't even know that. You just go into a relationship when you find that out. Would you just cut her off?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100% without
respect.
I think you'd do the same as well, though.
I think I would. Yeah, because I'll just be like, you got too many issues.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna deal with that.
Yeah, you got an issue. Like I think if you have to seek validation from the public of people you don't really know and you don't talk to, then you've got a problem, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Like maybe not a big problem, but like it's still an issue. Like I think if your people around you are happy with you and you're happy with the people around you, that's all that should matter. Like you don't need people and likes to like fucking thing. Obviously, this podcast, we would like as many likes as possible and as many comments as possible. But that's in a business point of sense and like a engagement in a sense. But like when it's your personal life, I don't think you should care about it, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. But why do you think with like females in particular, right? Ooh. If they were to post something vulgar or something raunchy, right?
Thirst traps.
Thirst traps.
Just you need to find thirst traps.
Bikinis,
videos, stories of like, hey, look at my body.
Okay, look
at my body.
No, but like, what if she has a really nice body?
That's true.
Like, what if she's gymming 5 days a week? You know, she's got a very miserable life. I'm telling you straight right now. Like, if she's gymming 5 days a week, taking care of herself, and she's got a bikini pic, she's gonna post it because she looks bloody good. It goes back to the first conversation that we had.
But would you as a guy be comfortable with that?
I think
if you're in a relationship.
I think I would be okay with it.
It depends on her intent,
I'm not gonna
right?
stop her. Like like if she wants to put like if she works for her body and she looks nice, fair play, put it out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect me.
But if she doesn't look great, don't do
it. If she doesn't look great, make sure I'm not with that person, number one. Number two, don't post me with her.
Sad. That's horrible.
Like if she's hot, and then like make sure I'm on the tag there on the bio, make sure my @ is there so people know that I'm dating someone hot.
Yeah. Trophy wife.
Oh my god, that's...
So post your bikini pics. I want my boys to know.
Now I want that validation. Give me that validation now. No.
But those are the ones that usually get the most likes and engagement.
Yeah, that's because like there's thirsty guys out there that fucking
guys
like
are
them.
horny.
Yeah. Even I have a few models that I follow. Fucking, I'm not gonna know them ever in my life, but like, fucking, they look nice. It is what it is, you know.
Sorry, it's just it is what it is. We're just that bad.
It's just that you're not gonna meet them. Like how many of those models are you gonna meet in your life, Dev, that you see? But again, see, that's the thing. They're the 1%. Not all girls look like that, bro. None of them don't.
Yeah. Filters, edits, everything.
I'm pretty sure the girl in the bikini pic is filtered too.
And edits them something.
FYI, just saying, pretty sure they're filtered.
Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, are you not comfortable with your missus or your partner if you have one?
No, if they did it, they could do whatever they want. Like it's their life, but
but are you comfortable?
Like I said, I think
it depends.
It depends on the intent.
Like what? Yeah, the intent. That's a perfect.
Like if she's just sitting there being insecure and like, oh my god, I want people. Okay, then you know
to validate. She's
a bit of an idiot. But like if she's like, oh, just casually, just like I took this pic, really like it, post, great, and that's it. Like. But I also feel like it also depends on the person's comfort level. Like I know my friends, they would never. Maybe that's because we're brown. It could be like they just have that cultural thing. Like no one can see my skin. They just like that.
That's interesting.
But I think some girls are so comfortable that like they don't look at it that way. They're just like, oh, it's just a pic of me in a bikini. They don't even think of it in that way.
Of it being.
So
do you really think that though? Do you think? I think most girls know that they're posting a thirst trap out there for guys.
No.
Really?
Nah. I think like I said, it depends on the intent. It depends on the intent.
I swear they know.
If she looks good, I think go for it.
Girls know when they look good.
Yeah, and they're gonna post it because like it's not. But I don't think the purpose is to be like, look at me. It's just like I look good.
I look
it's
good.
Like
okay,
you with your watch.
I look good.
It's the exact same thing, right? It's just look. I have a nice. It's the exact same thing. Like, no girl's gonna be like, oh my god, look at him flexing his watch. No, we're gonna be like, okay, it looks like he's got,
he looks decent.
you know, decent money in the bank. Like, if anything, we'll just look at it like the guy's got a job, it's sorted.
Hey, sugar daddy.
But
No. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, no.
But if every photo she has is like
if every
cleavage, this, that, then you know, okay, you know what she's trying to do.
If she's doing it like once a month, or like she looks nice in the workout,
but if she's
gym
literally
fit,
at the beach,
no
shit, she's gonna post. You know what I mean? But if it's like Antarctic weather and this girl's got bikini pic, you're gonna question her intentions. You're like, what are you doing?
Like middle of winter, snow, and she's just there in a bikini and like, got boots.
Why? Yeah. Then you're like, okay, you know what they're aiming for. Yeah. But I think, girls just like looking.
But I think it's an easy way for them to increase their following count as well.
Yeah, very easy.
It's just like, okay, how do I gain as many followers as I can in the shortest amount of time? Boobs.
Pretty much,
literally. And it's like a hack. Like same with guys. If you're a ripped guy and you post
I think it's the exact same
But the issue is you mostly get guys though.
Yeah.
That follow you.
That is true.
A lot of guys follow a lot of nice guys.
Guys would follow.
Sick body.
Oh, sick body, yeah.
I feel like what we would do is we would just like forward that to our group chat and be like, check him out. But we wouldn't follow him because we don't want him to come up on our feed flexing every second. Like for us, it would just be like, oh my god, this is the standards. Please,
but what do you think about?
Advise if you know anyone that looks like this.
That's fair.
What do you think about guys who flex on social media, but like mainly gym related? Does that turn off a girl?
It depends how he does it. Like I know there are some guys that do it and they're just like so into their fitness that for them it's just about teaching fitness to others. But I think the ones that do it like, oh, just look at me, I'm like really good looking. You're never gonna get a guy like that. You're just like, okay, you're a meathead. I'll be honest. Like
it's intent. Yeah,
it's a bit intent.
But you see this really cringe one is like, oh, what motivates you to go to the gym? Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Or like just
you know what? I think that's a real thing though. I think it's a real thing.
I do think it's a good motivation.
Some guys get their heart broken. They go to the gym. It clears your mind, bro. When I'm stressed, I go to the gym, man.
Yeah. If I had a bad
I'm there
day,
at like 10 o'clock
gym.
at night in the gym. Like
Agreed.
what else are you gonna think at 10 o'clock at night when you're sitting at home at bed? Deep thoughts.
Yeah.
You fucking go to the gym, get a pump in. It's different. It hits different.
Heartbreak is definitely the main. It's like, who killed you?
No, but it's like the way they say
your
it.
family.
Huh? It's more like the way they say it.
And see, that's the thing, and I think that depends on people. Like, I think there's a group of people that I just they have noticed. I just laugh at their quotes, like every day I wake up and I hustle every move.
Yeah,
shut up.
That's a bit cringe.
That stuff, I'm like, oh my god, okay, you're just whatever. You're not even about life at this point. You're about quotes. But I think, and that's the thing. Like,
dude, some girls post quotes on their stories. As well. I'm just there like, okay, your life must be very sad. To post quotes online is just like it's long. But no, I'm gonna disagree with that. I quite like the heartbreak TikToks. I'm like, yes, get the pump in.
Okay. Maybe because I never experienced the heartbreak, but
time. Give yourself time. No, but I think it's good. It's like it's fucking get ripped, bro. Like you can only have one body in your life, so might as well look as best as you can. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, but what do you think about the movement of embracing like fat people?
Fuck that.
Like it's like be happy and
you're
be
like
fat.
Back to the sack. Go to the gym, lose weight.
He's not even fat, and I call him a fat shit still to this day. Every time I'm like, dude, if you're fat, like it's your choice, man. It's like watch what you put in your mouth. Like, fire, it's not that hard. I'm not saying you have to be ripped and have a six pack or like have an hourglass figure. That's not normal. And I actually argued with my mate. It's like I don't think all these people that are completely ripped or like completely look good generally have a good mental health state, in my opinion. I think they're deteriorating slowly.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to maintain that physique for so long.
And you're constantly like, you're not satisfied.
Constantly
with
watching what you eat. You got body dysphoria. I know you try to look good, but you just don't look as good as someone else can look good. It's just like, it's the saying, it's like someone is always smarter than you. It's like someone always looks better than you.
Yeah.
You'll always find someone. And it's just like, yeah.
But I think that's what it is, right? Like, you know, you're saying, oh, if you're fat, watch what you're eating.
Yeah.
But like, who cares? It's their choice.
It is their choice.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. Like, everyone's like, why is it that like there's a defined like there's a standard of beauty. Like, why does it have to be, if you have a six pack, you're great. Yeah. Some fat girls are very pretty. Like, it's not, do you know what I mean?
Deb,
like,
would you ever go for a fat girl?
No.
Problem solved, gentlemen.
What if you end up with a girl and she gains weight over time?
Oh, you end up building a relationship that you just don't.
So why can't you just build that relationship with a fat girl?
No, because judge on initial value, like you girls do as well, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go for a fat guy. Shut up.
Okay.
What is like 150 kilos?
No, for me, it's like if
Massive
I'm putting
guy.
effort in my body, then obviously, I guess that's okay. You guys can say that because both of you go to the gym, you have fitness, you've got goals.
Yeah.
So 100%, you're like, if my girl doesn't put work into that, you're like, stuff that.
Yeah.
And that's same with me. Before, like, I never gymmed before, like, I think, 3 years ago. I was so lazy, did not care about that stuff. After getting into it, I was like, oh my God, if his legs are skinnier than mine, it's not going to happen. Like, it's just like, and I don't mean it in a way like if you're a skinny guy now, I don't want you.
Yeah.
But it's like, but because I don't have skinny legs.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have skinny legs. Like, does it make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it's more like
but it's the same thing there. It's
exactly.
like
no, but like a fat girl. No, but I think it's like you don't want to make it look like being fat is bad. Like obviously from a health perspective, it's bad because you're eating way too much than your body.
But see, that's the thing though. That's the problem with the movement is like it's promoting that being fat is okay. Fat is unhealthy.
Yeah,
that's
and I think that's how it should be.
Fact. Exactly. I agree. Those fat people could be mentally more happy than most ripped people are.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that fact. But if you're fat, you're fat.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with your beauty.
It doesn't. Nothing to do with your beauty.
That's where I'm
it's
like separate.
It's unhealthy. It's obesity at that point.
Exactly. You might die.
Yeah, you might die. And look, he's transformed himself amazingly.
Well, like the reason why I wanted to lose weight is because I didn't want to be with a fat chick.
Yeah, it's good reason, man.
Exactly.
God.
Hey, why do you think I lost it? I was like,
I want some good women, bro. I'm gonna lose the weight.
I want a skinny woman. I need to be skinny. Yeah. Okay.
But so when you were fat, were you attracted to fat women?
No.
Exactly.
But would you settle for one?
Would you settle for one?
I would end up being like, oh, I'm fat, so I need to settle for one. That's what it would be
Interesting. So say you're like, okay, you meet like a nice chick, she's fit, but like by the time you're 35, she's got fat now.
Oh,
like 150 kilos fat.
You love them too much to even care at that point.
Really?
I feel. Would you?
Yeah, because I think physical, like, I think attraction is obviously the first part.
35, dude. Like, if you're 50, understandable.
No, but I'll be like,
50,
I'll be like, lose the fucking weight again.
How
like,
how do you get to the point where you're that fat? Like, if you're living with me, if you're eating the same food as me, you really shouldn't be getting that fat. You know what I mean? Like, how much? Okay, it doesn't hurt to watch what you eat. Like, you don't even have to train that much.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You got to find a girl that has the same mindset. Like,
has the same
if
mindset.
She's like, nah, I'm gonna eat what I want and let loose.
That's
then
a problem,
you're like, okay, this one's a bit. No, she's not my type.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, if you eat fat for every meal, you're gonna get fat. It's not hard to eat like just a decent meal.
I agree.
That's my problem. And like this movement of telling people that it's okay to be fat is where my issue is. It's not okay to be fat. You can be mentally happy being fat. It's fine, but you're still physically fat.
Yeah, I agree with the health aspect. I think from a health point of view, no, you shouldn't be. Yeah, like I agree.
Like, just
but
watch what you
does
eat.
it have anything to do with beauty? Of course, yes. If you lose weight and you're ripped, you look better. Yeah, okay, whatever. I get it.
There we go, gentlemen.
But
we all know what they want.
No, but that's not what it is. I think it's just like at the end of the day, like I don't think there should be a like I don't know. It's easy said.
The standards are there.
The standards
are there.
Sorry.
If
I
you,
get what
you're just being nice.
Yeah, you're being nice. So if you had an option between a fat guy and a guy that's ripped, but they had the exact same personality, would you gonna choose a fat guy?
Well, yeah, because if they had the exact same personality,
exactly,
then
you choose a
obviously
ripped guy.
the have to go with what's more like.
What's more attractive?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by that. But like, yeah. No.
Basically, eat well. And that's it. Just I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to offend anyone.
Offend anyone? Yeah, no. The guest will not offend anyone. It's all on the host. We all take full responsibility of what happens and what we say and what gets uploaded.
We get reported.
Reported. We still worked in corporate, bro. We're gonna get fired from our jobs, man. Body positivity movement. Fuck that.
But like, what is like the real psychology of like social media?
What you mean?
I think she might know.
Why do you use psychology?
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, yeah, I get this part. So I think, I don't know if you guys have watched Netflix.
Yes, I have.
Not Netflix.
I was gonna say.
Have you watched Netflix?
I watch Netflix.
Have you watched? Yeah, no. What was it? What was the thing called? Oh, The Social Dilemma.
Yeah.
So it's like, have you watched it? You should go home and watch it after this podcast. Okay. I think so. At the end of the day, so it's just okay. Just to give like a summary of what it is, it's just all these, I guess, software engineers that work in all the social media companies. So you're talking like Twitter, Insta, Facebook, like all like Snapchat, whatever. And these are like, they've worked in the higher levels where they've made decisions on how to build the app and stuff.
Yep.
So obviously we're users. We don't care about like what goes behind how it's built.
Yeah.
But when you watch this, you realize that everything they do is literally they're just hacking your mind in some way or another.
Yeah.
So like for instance, in Insta, you know, when you have the reels and then it's, you know, the casino effect when what was the pokey machine? Is that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What the sounds.
You know how you just like pressing the button because
Yeah.
it's going to keep going? It's the
Yeah.
same thing with reels. If you push it down, it will reload and it's the same thing. That's the psychology. They
Yeah.
purposely put that feature in place.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
they want to keep you on the app as long as possible. Yeah.
Even notifications.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we've built notifications because when people see an alert,
Yeah.
they just click on it. And have
Yeah.
you noticed when you click on any Facebook or any notification, you end up navigating
Yes.
back into the app?
Yes.
Like you don't just go to notification, log back out.
Yeah.
Like you literally
That's
go
so
in
true, yeah.
and then you go back and you're like, oh, time to watch reels now.
Yeah.
So and all of that is being tracked. So
Yeah.
then they know,
They
okay,
know,
what
they
do they
track your
like?
data, yeah.
And then they'll even like, have you ever had like stupid notifications like, blah, blah, put a story up today. And you're like, what the like,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't give a
Dude,
shit.
Snapchat does that so much. Fucking
Like
annoys
just
me.
random notifications. And you're like, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. It's like
they
everything
try to
that's
get you back
built.
on. Yeah.
I think you need to like kind of have that at the back of your head. Whatever's built is built with an intent.
Yeah, because the content
Like-
that you see, especially on TikTok and Reels,
Yeah.
is like it's very specific to you.
Exactly.
Like the hashtags that you see are constantly the same thing. The music in the background is usually the same. The people that you follow, like even if once you start following someone, you start getting people similar to that start coming up on your feed as
Yeah.
well. So like if you're on gym TikTok for a long time, all you see is gym TikTok, which is like really bad because that rewires your brain to, again, that body image issue of like, well, it's not
Exactly.
real.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when if you're on TikTok and you're like, all you do is just look at models on TikTok, you constantly get that, which is really bad as well.
Yeah.
And you got to be really wary of the fact that TikTok literally rewires, or not TikTok, but anything, Instagram, social
Yeah.
media, just they continually rewire your brain.
All manipulation.
It is all
Basically.
manipulation.
It's all
And now we are
everything on that.
manipulating you.
Yeah, everything on that app is manipulation. Like
Yeah.
I think like once I watched that, I turned off my notifications. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm like, I'll look at it when I want to,
Mm.
but I'm not gonna be navigated. I felt like I
Yeah.
was more in control. I'm like, you ain't controlling me. No
Yeah.
thanks.
But see, the thing is, right, I'm pretty sure even when you turn off your, like the data collection on the TikToks and Facebook and stuff, they still collect your data. You just don't know.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that they still do it. And then once you turn it back on, like we had all this data and they give
yeah.
it back to you. But yeah, it's messed up, but it's the world we live in now. It's fully connected and everyone's tracking you somewhere or other or another.
Yeah.
And
But I
you
think,
just
like-
have to be very wary about it pretty
It's
much.
scary because like the information that's out there, you believe everything you see.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's why they're like, oh, dude, you shouldn't be having that. And you're like, where'd you get that? TikTok told me. You're like, dude, that's not a source. Shut up.
it's
Or like
true,
this
it's
doctor
true.
told me that this cream's really good for
Yeah,
me. Blah, blah.
nah,
My
it's-
dad has a problem. Like on YouTube, oh my God, he'd like come to us and be like, if you have this many carrots a day, you will be successful. Like some dumb shit. And I'm like, Dad, what the
Or
heck?
like he read something like, oh, if you drink too much chai, it's not good. So he stopped drinking chai for
Yeah,
a while.
and like-
Really?
And I was like, what are you doing, man? What are
Especially
you
like-
listening to?
Especially older people, because like
Yeah.
they watch that and they'll
Yeah,
really believe it.
they
Like
don't,
we're
yeah, they-
educated enough to
yeah.
know this is some dumb shit. But like for them, they would just be like, oh my God.
But see, that's the thing. We were just in the era where we didn't have social media when we were born.
yeah.
And then we had the social media after, and then now we're into it. But kids these days are completely born into. Do you see kids with iPads fucking going on TikTok, man, on their
Yeah.
shit, and they're completely immersed in it, which I'm terrified about in the future, man. That's actually a good point. I was gonna ask you, like, when would you let your kids have social media?
I don't think you can control that.
Really?
No,
I think you
because
have to
like
somehow.
You need to try to.
You need to. You don't want them
So
like.
no, but they'll
risky.
do it behind your back.
That's true.
Because like I know with our third,
I
like
mean,
we
yeah.
have like a yeah, that's what I'm
Let's
saying.
give up.
You
That's a
can't
good point.
control it because they're gonna go to school, they're gonna have their interactions,
Yeah.
their life, and people are gonna be like, add me on this. I know my friend,
Yeah.
not my friend, our cousin. I think she has. It's like she doesn't have her own phone,
Yeah.
but she's got all her apps on her mom and dad's phone.
Yeah.
So like I guess that's one way of
Oh.
having control because it's like you don't give your kid a phone.
Yeah.
Right. Like
I just think if they have like access to all this wide information at the ages of like 5 to like 12 or stuff like that, they get influenced so easily.
Yeah.
Very. It could be in a
Like,
really
It
detrimental
could be
way.
they could start watching some fucking extremist terrorist video, and next thing you know, they're doing a mass school shooting in Australia.
Exactly.
yeah, no, I get what you mean.
But like
they
that's an
grow up
extreme
with
example of like what could happen, like because your brain is developing at that age, and the kids are young, and you're getting influenced. Even stuff like watching on gym TikTok, or like you fucking see models at the ages of like 10, 12.
It's not.
You can tell. It's funny because like my friends and I would see like 16-year-olds and 17. Their makeup game,
bro,
is better.
You can't tell.
Then like, oh my god, I didn't even wear makeup in year 12. Like these, and my friend literally just went to a wedding. She's like, there was a girl. She had false lashes, everything so pretty.
Yeah,
and she was like 18 and she felt weird. Just like, this is weird.
This is a big problem. It's actually so good that you brought this up, right? How do you know the girl that you're DMing on Insta is of age now? It's not like 14 or 16.
You can't tell anymore.
Are fucked now.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot tell the difference between like a fucking 14-year-old and like a 21-year-old person now, especially chicks, man. Like, you cannot tell with all their fucking makeup, their filters. It's such a dangerous game out there now.
I feel like sometimes they put it in their like bio,
they put
like
it in their
19,
bio, but like, how do you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like I'm actually 16, but you know what? I'm 18 for you.
That's
it's a mess.
Okay,
bro.
She's
that's
creepy.
Scary.
It's creepy,
and as long as you've got evidence that she was 16, she's lying to me. So that's a different story. But I think, like I said, like, because they're young, they're exposed to so much.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes when look, I know this is, I don't know if it's a good thing to say, but like, even when I see their makeup game, I'm like, damn. Like, I'm actually like, I want to learn from you. Like, I don't look at them like, oh my God, you're like 12 and you don't know. Some of my mates are like threatened by it. Like, they're like, this bitch out of nowhere. Like when I was your age, I didn't even know what the heck blush was. And you're out here like full glam. But I think that's how you know social media like teaches them a lot. Like they've grown up with it. To them, that's their standard of beauty. Like they know what they're doing.
That's so true.
But also like with your kids, like think about it, like if they're 15, 16 or like 14, Instagram dating, like they're going to get DMs.
Oh,
they're going to get all
Instagram,
that stuff.
I feel like is like a subtle platform for dating. Like, because that's how you,
the platform.
It actually is. Like, it's not explicitly for dating, but people literally get hooked with other people through that. Like DMs, messaging people. Hey, you've got so many mutuals, and they just add you just on that basis.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't know you. Just because we're mutuals.
Mutuals, yeah.
Like,
I've never talked to you. It's like, hey.
I'm probably mutuals with my neighbor as well, but we never talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Like, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with Instagram dating. Like with me personally, I rather just meet the person, like seeing their fucking face. I think it's the same thing as online dating though, Insta dating. If anything, I feel like it's literally the same thing. It's just not explicit. Like it's not like you're not on that app for the purpose of dating.
Yeah, but I think an Insta is a pretty good way to DM a chick or like try to get to know them a bit more than rather fully off Tinder and like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. It's like,
because it's the same thing. Like it's literally. The same.
How many girls have you met, Dev? That if you don't have Insta, like fucking hell.
I haven't met any girl through Insta.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have.
It makes
Insta.
it easier to meet it with up a chick if they had Insta. Like you add them. Oh, okay, you got some mutuals. You know, some people, some friends.
Like I have a friend.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Then random, like a completely random person off Tinder is like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
This can be dodgy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that case, like, it's understandable.
In that way, better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think mutuals gives you some level of comfort.
Right?
Because you're like, oh, you're one of us. You're one of society's people.
You're somewhat civil.
You're somewhat civil. And then you ask that mutual, like, hey, is this person cooked? And they're like, yes.
And you're like, you're not a serial killer. We're good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And like, I feel like that's the perk, I guess, of social media.
You got access to more people now, Dev.
Yeah.
Up your game.
But like, I'd rather like grow my network in person. Like, let's say like I go to the gym, meet people face to face. Then I would like.
But even if you meet them face to face, you add them.
You haven't been to the gym in like fucking like actual like in person gym. You have a home gym, but like
yeah. But like, I would like to go into the gym and just see actual faces and then build a network that way.
Yeah.
Because like some people, like some guys, like obviously you see mutuals and you like follow. Yeah. It's like you see the story.
See, but that's what I use Facebook for.
Hey, that's a really cute dress or whatever.
What?
Guys send. Because I don't send that shit.
Okay, fair.
But like, what would you send to DM someone?
No, if I DM someone, it's off their story. I just react to it and then I say something about that.
What would be the dialogue usually like? Or is it like just related to that story specifically?
It's related to that story specifically.
Oh, okay. So it will just change.
Yeah, it would change. That way it's more natural. Otherwise it's just fucking like, how you doing out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather just use reacts and then just fucking then comment on something that they did.
Do you guys like it when the girl reacts to their photos?
No. Depends.
Yeah, I like it.
Depends on the girl, really.
It depends
No,
which
if
girl.
you like her.
Oh, if I like her, it'd be good.
Of course, yeah.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like, at least it's a bit more signs. But again, it depends. Like, is she a friend?
See, signs. I hate that word. Signs. Like, it's
Right,
not.
It's hard.
It's everything is
very
a
hard.
sign.
Everything is a sign.
It's a sign. Okay, yeah.
It's like you will just like the person slightly, right? And you'd be like, I'm waiting for a sign. Like, I'm just waiting. It's like confirmation bias.
But here's
it's
the
like,
thing, though.
yes,
Like,
done.
I've reacted to girl stories, but they're mutual, like, clearly a friend. You know what I mean? Like, and they do the same to me.
But that's because you're friends.
Exactly,
like, that's
you're friends.
different.
Like,
Like, even
we
I
know-
react
we
to
know
my
the
friends
line.
like,
Yeah.
bro, like that's fine.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, when you don't know someone, you're getting to know them, and maybe you have a crush on them. That's when the lines can get blurred. It's like, okay, does she think you as a friend, or like, and you want her to react, and vice versa. So yeah, it's hard. But yeah, if it's a girl you like and she sends you a react or like says something, then it's a good thing.
yeah.
But then, does she think does she think that you're a friend? If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's hard. But do you react to?
No, I don't.
Nah.
I don't think I'm into that.
Into
You're like,
So-
am I?
No, you don't do that. No, but it's just funny because then you're like, oh, like I'm not with someone, and I'm like, you're not putting any effort. But like,
Yeah, fair enough. I get it.
but like, I'm the same as you. Like, I would rather meet someone in
It
person.
depends on the girl.
or
Like
through
some,
mutuals.
I feel like some girls are really good at. Like I know one of my mates, like she's really good at talking, creating conversations.
Yeah.
But like with me, I'm like, no, you have to start, but I'll reciprocate if I
Yeah.
like you back. That's it. So it's just, yeah.
But see, I don't think some guys like that. If all you're doing is just replying to you and not actually having a conversation,
Yeah, then
it's like,
that's
it's
a
dead.
clear signal. If it's like
Yeah.
a short reply,
Yeah,
like
it's dead.
dude, just
Yeah.
bye. That's different.
so how would you prefer, for the guys out there, I'm helping you out, how would you prefer that they start a conversation with you? Is it through Insta or is it just through Messenger? Like, hey, what's up?
Okay, message is a bit creepy.
Yeah,
Because
that's
especially
good.
if you don't know them.
Don't
like,
know them, yeah.
If you know a message is like you just
Yeah.
want to like get their number then and there. Like that's creepy. No.
Yeah.
I think like is this like if you've just added her? Okay. The way I like it is if you've just added them, you can just start liking a few of their pictures.
Okay.
That's a really good way. And then just see if like sometimes if she's interested, she will like reply you being like, hey, haha, I noticed you like my pictures.
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
But
Like, that's how they kind of create the convo.
Yeah.
I think that's a subtle, nice way of doing
Nice
it, right?
way of doing it.
Obviously, don't just go, hey, how you going? Like, whatever. But I think it depends. Like, if the girl finds you attractive and she's genuinely like, okay, he looks like a nice guy, and you message her, she will respond. Like, I'm not going to lie. She's going to be like, hey,
Yeah.
all right, hey, haha.
So
But
Instagram is good then.
Instagram is good, 100%. Like, and I think react to her stories, but don't
Yeah.
be like a creep. Like, don't be like, oh, you're so beautiful, or like
Yeah,
you're the best
no
thing
one
I've
does
seen.
that. That's very
Just
that's,
dumb shit. Like
that's very
some guys
strong.
will
If
just-
anyone does that,
yeah,
you
like,
get yourself checked.
I think just like if you find something funny, like just
Yeah.
actually respond to it, be like, oh, this is actually so dumb. Like, just
Yeah.
be normal.
Be normal, be genuine, and like just
be
strike up a conversation. Yeah, I know what you
And
mean.
obviously, if she doesn't respond, get over it.
Yeah.
I think that's
Move
what it is.
on.
Like, move on.
There are many
Don't because if you keep following up,
Yeah.
you're gonna become a conversation in the group chat.
Oh.
And that's
that's
the
pretty
tip,
sad.
right?
That's bad.
Because and I think that's the thing. Like I've had some dudes that don't like message, and I'm literally giving clear signals, dude. No, like
No.
it's not happening. They keep going, and I'm like,
Okay.
dude, and then screenshots. I've got screenshots ready
Yeah.
to load, and I'm like, guys, look at this asshole trying his shot, but like. Yeah, I think if you leave it gracefully and just be like, oh, okay, cool. Leave it, just let it go.
Yeah.
She'll respect you more for it. And you never know, maybe one day she'll come back.
But do you get an ego boost if they continue
But
doing it?
that's not just girls, that's everyone. Like if you're liked by
Really?
someone, I
I
feel
don't
like,
like that.
okay, like for
Yeah.
instance, if there's a really like pretty girl and like she's like, hey, I think you're really cute, you would get an ego boost.
Oh
out of
yeah,
that.
but no, if she's like constantly after me, that
no,
pisses me
that's
off.
okay. That's what I'm saying.
That-
if you're
that-
constantly
yeah.
after them, that's really bad.
Like,
but I think
just
if
respect
you've
it, like,
just
piss off.
shown them interest and they rejected and you've respectfully left,
Yeah.
like they will actually not. I don't think I'd ever shit talk a guy like
Yeah.
that ever.
Okay, but then this brings up a good point. Then, would you be okay with them, with you being friends with them, and then if something develops later on?
Okay, see, this is a thing, right? You can be friends
you
if
play
you met
plan
them
B.
at a house party, but I think
Yeah.
making friends through social media, like it's a bit like for me, and I think
Yeah.
like this depends on the girl.
Girl,
Some
of course,
girls
yes,
are
yes.
very extroverted, so
Yeah.
they are like I've got friends where they know how to just maintain relationships
Yeah.
with people that they don't care about.
Yeah.
But like with me, I'm just like, if I don't want you in my life, I
Yeah,
don't want you in my life. Don't talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
and I think and I feel like you guys seem
very similar. Yeah,
So,
I'm very much like that.
It depends on.
Yeah.
I can't really
Pretty
generalize. Yeah.
I'm very much like that. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I don't want you,
Just leave.
you'll not talk
Like,
to
even
me.
if you're like the most special person on earth.
Yeah.
If you're meant to be in my life, you'll be.
You
Like,
will be.
Don't.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like social media is the worst way to like get. This is my perspective.
Mm.
Like, I don't like making friends with people that I don't know on social media because I don't know you. Like,
Yeah.
technically
Yeah,
speaking,
no,
if I've
I
met you
get
at a
that.
party
Yeah.
and I've literally spoken to you
Yeah.
and I really liked your vibe and then we added each other,
But see,
different story.
That's what I mean. Like, okay, so say you met the person at the party. This probably happened to people before, but let's say you met the person at the party, they hit it off. Okay, they like you in a term crush, but you don't like them back like that.
Yeah.
But they want to stay friends with you at that point.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But you know, low
as long
key
as
in
you're
their
not a creepy
intentions.
guy that you're
Yeah.
constantly heart reacting her photos. If
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Just like don't chase. You can be there.
Yeah,
you can
be
watch
there.
me.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
watch my stories.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But do not don't keep reacting if I've already rejected it in the first go.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
But would you still hang out with them if they asked you to hang out, like with mates and stuff like that?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
I feel like that's.
As long as they're not a creep, basically.
It's this respect.
Yeah, just
It's
respect-
the
yeah, respect the
boundary,
boundaries.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you just respect it or you
Yeah.
don't care.
It's
But
like,
yeah.
But do girls like those?
This is why we have Pooja on the top. On
But to
here.
girls?
To girls. This is girls. This is girls. This is girls.
This is the girl.
I'll
We're just
try.
getting pointers here. Like, okay.
I'll try my
Low key,
best.
I'm actually getting relationship advice for myself. This is the whole reason I said this podcast is a sham. Actually, like I fucking just needed a way
It's
to
just
talk
a
to.
setup.
Yeah,
Hacks.
Hey, we're not gonna. This isn't actually recording. We're just bullshitting.
It's all an act. Yeah, with girls, like I noticed that there was a trend where it's like, oh, like does he have less than like 200 followers? Like that's so sexy. Like,
Oh, okay. This is just Dave trying to validate himself.
no, validating
Like
us.
he's
like,
always like, oh, if I've
on his
got 2 followers, am I great? Okay, yeah. I feel like we don't look at the number of followers. I'll be honest. I feel like the girls that do are probably like really active on social media.
Yeah.
So for them, like social media is important, but it's not a deal breaker. Like I think for me, especially if I see a guy that has like 100, less than 100, I actually look at him like, okay, I will relate to him because he's private, he respects his space, and he doesn't like inviting random people into it. So that's how I look at it.
What if they had 700 and like he has a lot of photos with chicks and stuff?
Okay, if he's got a lot of photos with chicks, yes, that's gonna be.
That's a green
That's-
flag there, gentlemen.
Yeah. No, that's a red flag. A massive red
No,
flag.
I think it's green.
No.
Good on the guys.
Boys, like, yeah, for the boys it's great, but like
For the
for a
boys, it's
girl,
great, yeah.
like sometimes like I would send a picture, like if we're like even some of my friends would be on Hinge and sometimes they'll put photos of like them with their friends, and you'd have a guy and he's got like 3 hot girlfriends and like 3 friends, like these are my mates, right? And then like my friends would be like, bruh, if this is his girlfriends, like fuck this shit, I'm not even gonna bother like trying. Sometimes I can steer people away because they just feel a bit intimidated, like they're like, oh, okay, you seem to have standards.
Yeah.
So, like, if these are your friends, picture your girl. Like, you do kind of think, okay, this is not, I don't think I can live up to that. But, yeah, I think if you got less than 100 or even 100, don't look at the number. I think it depends on the girl. If she's all into social media and she judges you for it, wrong girl, in my opinion.
That's a red flag.
Because that's
there, bro.
validation right there. Like, if she's like, oh, he doesn't have that much of following, you're like, okay, she's a loser.
Bro, dude, don't worry, the girl's gonna hit you up, bro, after this blows up.
Yeah.
and then you get some.
But I feel like if you have like a few hundred, I personally like that because for me, I'm like, oh, you respect your space and you're private.
Hey, guys, I'm winning in life here already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Followers.
I feel like the ones that have-
Man,
I'm gonna decrease
You're
that
like
number now. I fucking go
you're like the sun, man.
One follower myself.
unfollow people now. Just like make sure my
I
number
need to start doing
as
it
low
now.
as possible.
I'm gonna beat you, Gunny.
Nah, but I don't think everyone's like that. Like,
Yeah.
she prefers a guy that's more private, but not everyone is like
I
that.
feel like
They'd be
someone
okay.
that's too public, I'd be like, oh my god, you're just always going to talk about
Same.
everyone's life.
Yeah, like I'm like that as well. Like I would prefer it to be private because it's just that's just me as a person, so
That's
I'll
who
expect
we
that
are.
from them as
Yeah.
well.
And I feel like even the ones that are like public, right? They're very private about their like
actual
relationship
life, yeah.
and their actual life. Like they're
See,
not
that
gonna
I can
sit
understand.
there
Yeah,
and
like if-
flaunt that side.
Yeah, I'm okay with actually like a chick having or like a partner having
yeah.
like a public life and like
That's
a lifestyle.
fine.
It's just like you can tell when like they share their private life on and when they're just showing like an image of what they are or a brand of what they are.
Exactly.
So yeah, just got to identify that type of person. and make sure not that they're not a social media fucking freak.
Yeah. I think, But if a guy has a lot of followers, it's like I said, we don't look at it like red flag. It's more just depends on his personality, how he comes across.
Yeah. But what pisses me off are those people who care about having more followers than following. I don't know what it is. It's just like
I feel like those ones. I feel like those people are just they're on social media constantly, and they have it like they think they're in demand, but that's
not.
it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's just the perception they have.
No one really cares about what other people do.
For me,
with
I'm
their
like,
life.
if you got followers,
I don't know why.
Like, I appreciate when you post a story and I see what you're doing. It's like, oh, that's awesome for like 2 seconds.
To say I've forgotten about it, and even if you remind me, I won't remember.
Exactly.
Because like I'll be like, well, I'm not sitting here remembering your stories.
Pretty much.
Yeah. For me, like I feel like people who want more followers and following, I think it's just they just want to look cool, and like
that's what it is. It's a void.
Yeah,
void they need to fill. They didn't get enough love and attention as a child from the mommy and
because
daddy.
if you don't follow me back, I'll unfollow you like straight away. Like,
I think I'm like that. I don't
yeah,
follow.
That's actually me as well.
Oh, okay, so well then I'm a bad person because I don't follow back everyone that follows me, and there's a reason for that. I don't want to know about what's happening in your life because I don't really care about you.
So then why do you let them follow you?
Because they freaking followed me.
Okay,
so the issue that started because I went to the camp, right?
Yeah.
It's all the first year that started following me. I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. I don't want to follow you and then unfollow you later.
And then you can't like reject them in front of their face.
Exactly. So I'm like, look, just add me and then we'll
now they know.
Now they know. And the thing is,
they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna unfollow him right now.
Camp leader's a bitch.
Thing is that I love those guys as well.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Sure.
Those guys.
No. Great.
Honestly, no. That was one of the best camps I've ever had. Like honestly, with all of their first, their drinking was insane. But the whole social media aspect of like following back and following.
Yeah,
like,
I guess that's where you're private about your life.
They're never gonna see me again.
Yeah,
like, they're never going to. And I understand they follow me and like they will see what's happening in my life. But like realistically, they don't care about me. I don't really care about them now. We're on our separate pathways. We're never going to see each other again. We don't really need to follow each other.
And that's like me. Sometimes I want to go into, I think I asked you, I don't know when I did, but I was like, I just want to go into my following, look at who I don't really know, and I want to unfollow all of them.
That's literally what I did.
But I'm so scared of doing that because I'm like, these are mutuals. And if I bump into them, they're going to think so cocky of themselves, like this bitch unfollowed me. I'm like, there's no personal reason, trust me.
See, if they think like that, though, are they really good people that you want to hang out with at that point? Like if they're salty about the fact that they unfollowed you or like you unfollowed them, are they good people anyway?
I get what you mean.
They must be shallow if they care about that stuff.
Yeah.
No, but if I, like let's say there's someone
if like the thing is like if Dev unfollowed me, like bro, like let's fight
because you're a friend.
Yeah, you're a friend. You're my mate. I see you.
Because you're like
bro,
with them 24/7.
Now I take your girl, bro. No choice.
Yeah.
But if there's someone that I don't interact with much, I would unfollow them. But then I'll also make sure they're not following me. So I just remove them from my following.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't want you to look
so they realize, okay, they want me out of it.
And I respect people who do that because it's like, okay, like we don't know each other well enough, so you wanted to unfollow me, but you also removed me from following you.
I think it's good to have a little private social media life that everyone like that you care about you as well. I think that's okay. But yeah, having random people on it's just annoying. Like it's when you get.
I have a few where I'm like, I don't even know you. Like I'm just
you got mutuals of mutuals that you don't even know the mutual of.
Yeah,
exactly.
It makes no sense. I don't know who you are. I don't want you following me. I don't really need to know. It's like, and the thing is, like, it's such a small world. Like the people that follow you in your mutuals, like you might meet them at the workplace, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like,
exactly.
I think it's like I'm having this issue. Like people are like trying to add because I started a new job, right?
Yeah.
So like people are trying to add me like socials and Facebook because I'm like I don't want to put my private Insta on there because I know I do some dumb shit sometimes. And I posted this guy fighting yesterday, and I don't want like everyone to see that. Like I only need the people close to me that can see that. They know who we are and our personality type. So.
Oh yeah, we mean.
What about LinkedIn?
Like,
I don't have LinkedIn, so
I have LinkedIn for like recruiters and stuff, and like just
and jobs.
Yeah,
everyone applies through there now.
Everyone applies through there. I think for me, I know this sounds so dumb, but like, well, I already have a job, so I don't really need LinkedIn at the moment. Not that it's a flex, but I think I'm just like, maybe it's an Indian thing. I don't know, but I just think people try to look on it to see where you're at in life, and they like to compare.
Good point.
And I've seen it happen a lot. Like even if let's say even if one of my friends are interested in someone, we look at their LinkedIn. We don't actually look at their social media.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we do.
It's like,
FYI, if she's a solid girl, she's gonna look at your LinkedIn.
All right. She's gonna be like, okay, Does he have money? Check.
Yeah, does he have money?
Good
What is
job,
he at?
check.
100%.
Looks
like,
good, check.
Yeah, and like it's not even that like social media because like we're like okay whatever we'll see that.
Yeah.
But my friend, I have one friend. Her job is like what's his name? Comes back. All right, so apparently he works at this company. Blah 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 blah. I'm like what the heck? Like no one asked you. But then she's just doing it because she's like you need to know what you're setting yourself up for.
Yeah.
Because if he's still in school, the heck like he's still in uni. He's like doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
It's fine, but how is he gonna pay for your dates?
Oh my God.
It's not even like pay for your dates, but it's like it's got to be a two-way thing, right?
yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean,
because then I'm just gonna pay for the guy all the time,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be like, mate. Come
I
on.
kind of agree with. I mean, that's low-key kind of stalking and kind of creepy, but at the same time, I know.
Yeah, sure.
I agree with like you know women want to have standards the same way guys have standards. Well,
Yeah.
like they want to know if you've got a decent job, fair play.
But
It's
we
like,
don't mean it in like in a way where we're like, is he richer than me? Or it's more just like that's for dating. When you're interested
Yeah.
in a guy, you do want to see where he's at. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you'd meet guys and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm just like cruising.
cruising alive, seeing where it
And
takes
I'm like, do you
me.
want to go there? They're like, no, I can't really afford to pay. And then you're like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, you're like,
Yeah.
So you
how
want
is
them on
this
your
gonna do?
level,
So you want them
pretty
on your,
much.
it's just
Yeah.
to understand whether you're on the same level.
Yeah.
That's it. Because then you don't want any like insecurities
Yeah.
with, like, you don't want to look at like, I earn more than you. It's not about who earns more. It's just like, do you earn enough?
Are you comfortable with the man earning? Oh, you earning more than your man?
Of course.
I think you'd want that.
Of course. But I don't care if like.
Wait, no. So wait, you understand my question? Like, you prefer to earn more than your man?
No. Like, it's a flex.
It's a flex. It's a
But
flex.
I don't care. Like if he
Okay.
earns more, great. As long as they're not competitive and I'm not
Yeah.
competitive. Like if he earns more than me, I'm not gonna look at him like, fuck, I need to like sort my shit out and
Yeah.
like get to it. No, like I'm at my own pace. You're at your own pace.
Yeah.
As long as we both can afford dinner, it's
Yeah.
great. Like that's you know what I mean.
As
Like,
long as the stomach is full, we
and,
good.
and that's it. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like, because some of us would settle for just kids that are still in uni, and we're like, bro, get your shit together, get a
Oh
job.
my God.
Like,
That's the standard, guys. Kids in uni.
I mean, if you're in uni, if you're a full time, like we all work full. Do you work full?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
work
we're
full-time.
we're all working full time. Imagine you were a uni student.
we got it there. boy.
God, he's like,
You were
fuck.
just sitting here like,
Right.
oh, okay. But no, I
I
think.
was working full time though, and uni as well.
Yeah, I don't know how you
I
do
did
that.
uni and full exactly, and I think
Hey.
that's what I mean. You want to look at it from they're just your level. It's
Yeah.
not, and even if I find a guy that doesn't have a job, I'll be like, you need a girl that's ready to go on a gap year with you. I am not that girl. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it is.
No,
It's like,
I kind of understand that dynamic. It's you know what? It is a funny dynamic when the girl isn't working or the guy isn't working full time and you are.
Yeah.
Like the whole time schedule is fucked at that point as well.
Yeah.
Trying to organize shit. It's like, bitch, I work full time. Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be
Like,
so hard to
yeah.
like do stuff as
To,
well.
to line up stuff and time.
And like
stuff
you
up.
want experiences like, oh, let's do fine dining, and they look at you like,
Oh,
no,
shit.
are you paying for it? You're
Yeah,
like,
you pay
no.
for it. Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't
feel-
have any money.
That's true.
Yeah, so
See-
you can't have the same level of experience, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I think people do use LinkedIn to see where they are on that.
But I also think it's a way to compare where you're at. Like I know there were some girls, maybe this is a girls' school thing, I don't know. But you have, those little toxic girls in the like cohort that are kind of like, I wonder where she's at right now. I wonder what she's doing, or
that's so
or like
bad.
this person's, and then they just try to. And I think I saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls would be like, oh, so what are you studying? Like, where are you going? And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's funny because when I meet people, I honestly don't care. Like
Yeah.
where you're working,
Yeah.
I'm more just like, what do you want to eat? Like I'm not
Bro,
for
that's
me.
so
Do you know
true.
what I mean?
I'm the exact
I've
same.
never thought like, so what you need to do. I don't care.
The thing is,
like,
if I asked
Yeah.
them, I asked that as like a formality. The moment
I
I
stopped
leave,
doing that.
I'd forget.
Yeah.
I like, where'd you go to uni again?
and you meet
Yeah.
so many girls.
I asked this guy like stuff what he does, like things he asked me like 2 minutes ago. I just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care. Like, I rather know you as a person and like
Exactly.
your personality than
And I think I noticed a lot of people do that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
where are you at? Where are you working? How
Yeah,
long have
it's
you
just
been
like-
working?
Wow.
Like they've gone to.
I hate
that
answering that
depth.
question. And to be honest, sometimes I give different people different answers as well.
That's
Just to
what
fuck
I'm
with
like,
them. Like, I'm an
I have my own
engineer at this place.
startup.
It's like I'm actually a consultant at a procurement company. I've legit done that just because like if you really want to know, just go look at my LinkedIn. I don't care.
Yeah, but see, that's why I don't want LinkedIn. Like, you're not going to find that out. Because, like, for me, I'm like, you're just comparing. You go compare yourself. Like, don't come at me and be like, she, like, I remember, like, I think one girl was like, oh my God, did you see? She's like a senior
Yeah.
consultant now. And I'm like, good for her, bro. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? Why
Yeah,
are you
that's
so,
so true. It's
like, and I think that's why I hate LinkedIn.
You
But
gave me a solid idea though.
what?
It's time to give myself a promotion.
Yeah, bro, exactly.
On
just so
LinkedIn.
girls know that like, oh, he's progressing.
Oh my god,
Exactly.
no, it's not
Make sure
that.
you track the one that you want, though.
It's just to see. It's just to see that we can both have dinner at the same restaurant. That's it.
That's very true.
Like,
that's very true.
You're okay with Subway, and we want a nice restaurant at Surrey Hills. So like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole reason why we're looking at it. But I don't know. That's just what me and my
They're all
girls
chatting
do.
shit. They just want the money.
No.
People that post like, oh yeah, I just achieved this. Like,
So okay, obviously
that's not a flex.
So obviously, I just
turn off.
posted my new workplace.
That's
so
fine, yeah.
the thing was
No,
like,
that's fine.
I was actually I'm gonna be honest here. Like, I actually didn't like people that posted stuff like that online, and it's like okay, great, you got a new job, congratulations. The only reason I did post that is because when I started this new place, I'm only 2 weeks in, but they were like the interview process was long. Right?
Yeah,
And the whole time, the 2 recruiters were super nice to me. Everyone I met in the office was super nice to me. Like, and I genuinely felt happy at this place, even though it's corporate and I have my issues with corporate as well. Like, their place generally was quite good. And to be honest, I wanted to kind of promote the company because not a lot of people.
Is that what you're doing right now? You just
No, I'm not going to say the company name. I'm not going to say the company name, but they can search it up if they want. It's on my LinkedIn. But the reason is they were really good to me. So I was like, I'm going to share this online, and people need to know about this company. It's actually pretty good, and it's like massive in the America, but smaller here. But I did have an issue when I was like in a different job. I was like, people they're like progressing in life, and you see that's like, oh fuck, it hurts.
Yeah.
I haven't finished uni yet, it hurts, and I'm like still faltering away.
But see, that's why I also hate it, because you get into this like comparison mode.
Comparison,
Where sometimes you look at other people, you're like, oh, she's a senior, and I'm still like a normal person.
Yeah.
But then you're like, dude, everyone's at their own pace, and plus, just because she's a senior doesn't mean she's getting paid.
I remember you had an issue like that. You're like, oh, this guy's a weapon. And
Yeah.
This guy's
you're
a
like,
weapon.
you're like, I thought
remember.
I was a weapon. Like, I just finished uni quickly. I'm in a like this role.
I remember
But
this.
see-
I searched this guy like top 30 Forbes, blah blah blah. I'm like, what the? And I was like, dude, I thought like I was doing normal in life.
Yeah.
This guy just came and kicked me like, just leave. Like, we
See,
don't-
that's the thing though. Like, okay, yes, you see the out. Because this is the thing where it's interesting. Is you see the outside personality of them being successful or they're moving up fast in life. Like, everyone has their own problems that they're trying to sort out. Like, yes, they got a senior consultant by 25. It's like, bitch, I know you have other problems that you're trying to deal with in life. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's not all blessed. So you know what I mean. When you quit that senior consultant position in 2 more years and you hate life and you work at a small boutique company and you shit talk that big 4 company. Yeah, I know how happy you were during that time. It's like
exactly.
you always see these people, like the people in Big 4, they do get senior consultancy and then they leave because they can't handle the pressure.
Yeah.
Or it's just a bad toxic environment and they leave to smaller
the big
companies.
4 is just, they don't pay enough either.
They don't pay enough. I know.
Pay
Yeah, I
nothing.
can tell you that.
Dude, you want to make
Tell you
money,
that straight. If you're going for the big 4, change jobs.
Pretty much.
Nah.
You're being taken advantage of.
Are you in Big 4?
No.
You don't really either, yeah.
I mean,
I
Big
did
4,
an
I was in the Big 4 banks, but not
Yeah.
accounting. Like the accounting
yeah.
firms paid, the banks pay well, I can confirm. But the Big 4, like some of them are senior and like they're not getting paid as much as I did. And I was like, this is so dumb. Like, it makes no sense. Like, aren't you a senior consultant?
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to get paid at least that much. So, yeah.
But no, to be back on topic, I think LinkedIn I think it's one of the better social medias. Yes, people post and like you shouldn't get too caught up in it. But I think it's good, like just to see what, in terms of news or have a professional portfolio out there to share. Like if you don't have, I think having a digital presence is pretty important. Like you don't have it, people don't know who you really are. Like with your level of experience now, people would just contact you and start recruiting you off LinkedIn and give you bigger paychecks for different jobs out there. But if you don't have a LinkedIn, they don't really know. Well, you do though.
Yeah, I have
you
LinkedIn.
do. Sorry, you do,
Like
yeah.
you get approached. It's like, hey,
You
I've
get
got a job
approached
for
now,
you.
yeah.
But like usually it's a shit job. It's like, hey, do you want to be like a sales consultant? It's like it's like the job that no one wants.
Yeah, it's a job.
And they're like, we'll pay you more, but it's like,
And
I
that's
don't
what I
want
thought.
that.
It's one of those like shitty recruiters that kind of come at you like, hey, do you want this job? And blah, blah,
But
blah.
again, it depends on the position because I know, again, another person that he's in a higher level position than me, got approached on LinkedIn because he had a presence, and now he's blessed in this position here. So
Yeah.
I think it's important.
feel
I
like-
hate posting on LinkedIn. Though. I remember
Bro, what do you mean? You posted on LinkedIn a lot.
No, but everyone
No,
knows about like,
I posted once, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
I posted this blog article of how it's amazing at my company and what I'm doing. The reason why I had to post that was because it was part of my development plan. So I had no choice but to do it.
That's
and
sad.
then when new people in the company came in, they said, oh, I was told to read your article. And I was like, oh my shit.
God.
Right. And then it's like, it's a great article. I was like, I'm gonna delete that right now. I was like, it was just cringe. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've learned this, I've learned that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
they make
achieved
you
this
do
in this
that.
short amount of time.
Yeah.
The team was supportive.
Yeah.
It's like, no one needs to know that. Oh,
Nah,
But the company does need to know that. That's the whole point. They're trying to promote you to the
They're
grads.
trying to
yeah,
promote
but
you
it's cheesy
because
and
of-
cringe. Because like my mates would make fun of that.
Yeah, but like,
Did we though?
if your
I don't think we
mates
did.
are
Probably
gonna,
forgot, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did make fun of me.
Yeah,
Like, who do you think you are? you think you're a saint?
Bro, you need to change that LinkedIn picture, bro. You're fucking your bald ass head, motherfucker.
I need to
You got a perm, and you got a fuckboy haircut, and you got a bald ass head on LinkedIn, man. It's
You know,
like-
every time people see me, they're like, "Oh, you've got hair." And I was like, "Yeah, a lot of it."
a lot of it, yeah. Oh my god, dude! But I'm telling you, that's why you gotta increase your social media presence on Insta, bro. You get your perm out there, make it public. The girls be flying at you, bro.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
I'm good.
Need experience life, my friend.
through social media, nah.
Nah, that's fair. Do we have anything else to wrap up? I'm just trying to look through our questions that we have listed out on here. That you can think of. Did you have any more, Dev?
Oh, I think one was TikTok in general, right?
Mm.
Sometimes I feel like it's listening. Like the algorithm is so good. Like I would be thinking, like in my head, like, oh, my chest is lacking. I need to look for a good chest workout. And it's like, this is how you build a full, complete chest with these 3 sets. You
Bro,
could do that.
dude.
And it's like, that is spot on. Like, how did that happen?
Dude, you know, one thing that happened is like, okay, so my mate and me were talking, right? And then he brought up about Love Island, right?
Oh my
Love
God.
Island
I
season
hate
8,
that. Yeah.
right? And he was telling me about how this the chick named, I think it's Gemma. No, I don't think I know it's Gemma, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then TikTok brings it up on my feed. I'm like,
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
so
watched Love
weird.
Island
Okay, that's
ever.
scary.
That's what I, and I don't know what it is, but we talked about it, and then I see fucking Love Island come up on my feed, and now I'm watching Love Island as well. Fuck's sake, yeah. And dude, it's got me.
Manipulation.
It's
at its
manipulation,
finest.
and it's got me. I think TikTok does listen to you, bro. It's dodgy.
It's dodgy as
Remember
fuck.
they're trying to ban TikTok
Yeah.
from because it was owned by China or something.
It was Asian. That's
Asian,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then dude, TikTok is some scary shit, bro.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Like the algorithm is spot on.
It legit is so good because we always this is
Yeah,
another
this
because
is
we always
weird.
share the same. We share shit to each other. Ends up being the same stuff when we look at the same
Exactly.
thing, and it's I tell you, it's just TikTok, man.
Every time he would send me, he's like, "Hey, look at this." I was like, "I saw this." And
See,
then
the issue is, I think the moment we first shared our first clip together, we fucked it because then it's like, okay, these guys are
These
friends,
guys- yeah.
they're friends.
Yeah,
they're
and
gonna
they're
start
tracking
it.
that.
Exactly.
They're tracking your interactions.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And so then you're like, oh fuck, he shared it. Now
Like
he's
they,
like,
I feel like they track everything. They even track on like if you like someone, how many times you went and gone and checked that person.
yeah.
Thing like they track everything. So like
I wouldn't be
that's
surprised.
why they'll like, and that's what they're saying. The algorithm is purposely built
Yeah.
for that. Like everyone's like if I go into your profile, it's gonna be so different to mine.
Yeah.
Like what you see, how you see
Yeah.
it is gonna be different to what I see.
yeah,
It's all manipulation.
It's all manipulation. And I think with that level of manipulation, hopefully we manipulated you enough on this episode of this podcast, and hopefully you'll come back for more. But I think at that, fucking, we left 1 hour and 20 minutes or so. I think it's
Yeah.
best to wrap it up there for this episode.
yeah. And
Bang.
see us next time.
See you next time. Thank
Bye.
you. Peace out.